So the question that we have to solve today is from an O-level past paper of the year 2020 from the session October-November. The question is question number 5. We'll be making and simplifying expressions, algebraic expressions, of course. So we have the question right in front of us. We can directly get started. So the question reads, Geeta has n stamps, Ravi has twice as many stamps as Geeta, and Sanjay has 7 fewer stamps than Ravi. So let's first write all of this information down at the bottom of the question. Okay, so Geeta has n stamps. Ravi has twice as many stamps as Geeta, that means 2n. And Sanjay has 7 fewer stamps than Ravi. That means you subtract 7 from 2n. Altogether, the 3 children have 108 stamps. That means if you add all of these variables up, the total number of stamps that you would get is going to be 108. So let's do that. So n for Geeta plus 2n for Ravi plus 2n minus 7 for Sanjay should be equal to 108. Now we need to simplify this expression. So we bring all the n's together and make it 5n. Minus 7 is equal to 108, and of course negative 7 goes to the other side, gets added to 108, you get 108 plus 7, and 5n is equal to 115. So n comes out to be 23. So the value of n in this case is 23. That means Sanjay has 2n minus 7 stamps. So you plug in the value of 23 where n is in the equation, in the expression, and you get 2 times 23 minus 7. 2 times 23 is 46. 46 minus 7 is 39. So Sanjay has 39 stamps. I hope that was simple. Let's move on. The next question says, simplify this expression. 6t to the power of 2, v to the power of 3 divided by 5. The whole thing divided by 3t to the power of 2 and divided by v squared. The first step is you flip the second fraction and you multiply that with the first fraction. So you get 6t squared v cubed over 5 times v squared over 3t squared. Now, the next step is, of course, you multiply the numbers with each other. So 6t square v cubed times v squared gives you 6t square v to the power of 5. Of course, the power gets added. So the power of v becomes 5. And then 5 times 3t square gives you 15t square. The next step is you find the common factor between the numerator and the denominator and you simplify. First, let's find a common factor in the numerator. So, the factor that can be taken out of the numerator is 3t squared, and inside the bracket you would be left with 2v to the power of 5 over, of course, you need 3t squared at the bottom as well. So, you write 3t squared, and inside the bracket you'd just be left with 5. Now, these 3t squares can be cancelled with each other and you'd only be left with 2v to the power of 5 over 5, which is your answer. So you write 2v to the power of 5, that doesn't look like a v, okay, over 5. Wait, I'll still correct it so that it is more visible. Okay, perfect. This is your answer to this question. Let's move on. The third part. It says simplify x square minus 16 over 3x square plus 10x minus 8. Okay, so in the first part, I see that you can use an identity to factorize this. So if I write this separately, x square minus 16 can also be written as x square minus 4 square, which can be factorized into x plus 4 and x minus 4. This is for the numerator. Now let's talk about the denominator. 3x square plus 10x minus 8. Now, in order to solve this, you would need to factorize this using the middle term method, or you need to break the middle term to find the factors of 3x squared plus 10x minus 8. So the first step that you do is you multiply 3 and 8 and you get 24. Then you simplify 24, you divide that by 2, you get 12. You divide 12 by 2, you get 6. You divide that by 2, you get 3. Then you divide 3 by itself, you get 1. So the numbers that you have are this: 2, 2, 2 and 3. You need to make 10 from all these four numbers. So this is what you're supposed to do. 3x square. Okay, now I can do 3 times 2 gives you 6. 6 times 2 gives you 12. So you write plus 12x, and this minus 2 can be subtracted from it, and this is what you have. Okay, now you look at these, you break this down into two parts, this equation down into two parts. So the first part has a common factor of 3x. So you write 3x, and inside the bracket you write x plus 4. The second part of the equation has a factor of negative 2. So you write negative 2 outside the bracket and you write x plus 4 inside it. Now, just be mindful that these two factors are the same. So your final answer would look like this: x plus 4 and 3x minus 2. Of course, the question is not done yet because we just factorized the numerator as well. Now we need to simplify it. So at the top, if we just write the factors, we would have x plus 4 and x minus 4. That is the factorized version of the numerator. And for the denominator, you would have x plus 4 and 3x minus 2. Now I believe it's easier for you to simplify this question by cancelling out the x plus 4 at the top and the x plus 4 at the bottom. So you have finally, you're left with x minus 4 over 3x minus 2. This is your answer. So you write it right here: x minus 4 over 3x minus 2. This is your answer. I hope the question made sense. The PDF version of the working is present in the description below. If you like the video, hit the subscribe button, and thank you for watching.